smell of the football as we get back to the action in the first quarter. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The New York set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Let's go. Off play action. Dillon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Wilson's got it complete.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. And he can only manage to get a couple. Coming up. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Ball again, dancing away at the 35. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 32. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dillon. That is caught. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Off the play fake, Dillon.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught by Brown. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle to Brown.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Dillon.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Nice work on the return.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. The drive starts with a run from Achane, and he'll get a few yards here to the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Dillon.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Dillon.
Taking in left side. It's Wilson.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Dillon.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down.
McLean down to about the 45. 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. McLean. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Dillon. And the hook up to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson. His 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dillon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Dillon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Right here. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good. Dolphins, 1st down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Throwing to start the drive. Dillon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This is brought in by Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. This one downfield to Burks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's go. First down, New York.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dillon. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Dillon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. They'll try the left side. McLean. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 6-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Dillon. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
44.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. McLean, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Looking to throw. Dillon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McLean. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try to make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Throwing to start the drive. Dillon. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Dillon. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
And brought in downfield by Burks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Traylon Burks,
28 yards.
And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bush. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. They'll come up first and 10 here. Here's Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here comes second down.
Throwing Tua.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Tua.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Now Tua.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Tua.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Dillon.
That's taken in by Knox.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. From the gun, it's Tua. Being chased out left.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Dillon. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come